Sorry, team. Yeah, so team, before I start our content, I would like to convey that everyone go on mute. Yogesh, Akil, Gautam, Yam, everyone go on mute. Yeah. So, right, I will set the context because I can see more than 15 to 20 participants joined this batch in today's training. So just I will set the context where we are, what we are. I'll tell all the context after that. Okay. Then we will start with our content. So team, this is ongoing batch. Okay. So today you joined one training, right? The one you joined now, that is ongoing batch. Ongoing batch means, so yesterday we completed, okay. So last till now we discussed TSO, ISPF, and we covered JCL and visa. Yesterday I completed visa module training. So from today I'm starting COBOL DB2 CICS. Okay. So I invited the others because they might be knowing already. They are in good in JCL and VSAM TSYSP. So some people wants to join only COBOL DB2 CSS. So for them, I invited you to join. Okay. If you want to continue the batch, if you want to know, continue further, what are the things I will explain you what you have to do and everything. Okay, this is the context. So already in the current batch, I have 25 participants. So 25 plus participants are there in current batch. So they already attended TSO, SPF, JCL, VSAM, and they are going to attend the rest of the modules also. Okay. So coming to content, what are the topics we are going to cover? So I don't want to go in detail of this part now because I will give this website to you. It is there. You can just type mainframetrainings.com. This is my website. It's my own website. Click on COBOL. You will get to know what are the topics we are going to cover in our COBOL module training. After that, click on DB2. You will come to know what are the topics we are going to cover. Okay. And click on CICS and you will come to know what are the topics we are going to cover. So by referring these three modules, you will come to know what are the topics we are going to cover. So to complete this COBOL DB2 CSS modules training, it will take for me 2 months. It will take 2 months to complete. 1 month for around 1 month for COBOL and 1 month for DB2 and CICS. DB2 and CICS. So it will be the timing. Timing should be 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. daily 1 hour. So Monday to Friday, it is a mandatory. So sometimes I will conduct on the weekend also. I'll conduct on Saturday and Sunday also. Okay. So for COBOL module, I have to conduct. Otherwise, it will take more than 1 month. So today is the demo session. To attend further sessions, it is cost involved. You need to pay the course fees to attend rest of the sessions. You will get mainframe server access to practice in your laptop, and you will get the soft copy material. You will get the soft copy material, and you will get the class notes. So these are all things you will get along with this course. Yeah. So in here and there, I will be covering interview questions also. Here and there, I will be covering interview questions as part of this particular training. Yeah. So if there are no queries from the new participants on this plan, schedule, then we are good to proceed with our content. Because I don't want to spend much time on the schedule and all. Whoever going to join, you can ping me on my WhatsApp number or mail ID. You can find my number here in this website. Either it is there on the top, it is there on the bottom. Yeah. Any other queries from anyone, from new participants mainly? Okay. So assuming that there are no
Do
queries.
we have any other time slots available? Only this 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. or?
No, Srinivas, I conduct only 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. I
Okay.
don't conduct uh, other timings. Okay.
Okay.
The other timings would be like morning timings only. But
Mhm.
for, our audience will be most of them from India. So if it is a morning means it will be difficult. Some people be going for part-time jobs. Some people might be going to office. So morning wake up is very difficult. So by seeing, I know what, by analyzing all these challenges, we are not scheduling morning. At the same time, even I don't have a bandwidth to conduct in the morning.
Okay.
Okay, so we got total 50 participants. Fine. So as it is a demo session, that's why more than 25 people joined, but that may not be the case in the actual way. Yeah. So let's start with the COBOL module team. I'll explain what is COBOL and everything. So regarding fees, I will tell you at the end. Yeah. Kirtana, go on mute. Yeah. So we'll start with the COBOL introduction team. What is COBOL? Common Business Oriented Language. COBOL stands Common Business Oriented Language. COBOL stands Common Business Oriented Language. So by referring the stands, okay, by referring the definition of the COBOL means the the stands of by referring the stands of COBOL, we can understand what we can do with the COBOL. So using COBOL, we can develop the business applications. Using COBOL, we can develop business applications. So today more of theory, tomorrow I will cover practicality because today first I have to introduce theory. Later from tomorrow I'll spend most of the time on the server. So using COBOL, we can develop business applications. So what does mean? Okay, we can develop business application, not softwares. Okay, I'll give a small example for you. There is, I guess most of them are aware about Java technology. Using Java, I can develop the business applications. Okay, such as e-commerce websites or something like that. Any client applications. I can develop the games also, like mobile games or on in desktop the games. We can develop games also using Java, and we can develop the app. Okay, softwares. Okay, we can develop the softwares using Java. So I can share one of that JMeter. Okay, I don't know everyone aware of this or not. So JMeter is a software which we use or application or tool we use to test the performance of the website. If you want to test the performance of the application, we can use JMeter. So JMeter is developed using Java soft language. So using Java, we can develop the applications, we can develop the games and softwares. In fact, you can develop websites also. Okay. When it comes to the COBOL, it is not meant for softwares. You can develop the business applications like If you want to implement the bank application, if you want to develop the bank application, insurance application, those things we can, to develop this type of applications, we can use COBOL. So COBOL is, one of the oldest programming language in industry. So I can say it is a grandfather for most of the programming languages. Okay, maybe father or grandfather. I can say COBOL is a, because almost 60, if I'm not wrong, 60 years back, the COBOL was developed. So obviously 60 means it can be a grandfather also, right? 60 years means it's like a grandfather. Okay, so one of the oldest programming language in market, and we can write the COBOL program, means some of the resources, okay? Some of the mainframe resources assumes that COBOL is only valid with the ZOS operating system. COBOL okay, COBOL with ZOS. Some people thinks that COBOL with ZOS only. No, you can write a COBOL program in Windows laptop also. You can install some compilers for COBOL and you can write the COBOL program. In Eclipse, you can write a COBOL program. Okay, so there are some other terminals. You can install some softwares like COBOL compilers and all. You can write it. So for COBOL, you no need mainframe, by the way. Okay, because it is not, COBOL is not only exclusive for mainframe. And online compiler is also there, by the way. Just you search what is the online COBOL compiler, you will get the website. You can write the code there itself and compile it, and you can compile it and see the output. You no need to connect to the server, okay? At least you can say that you can almost, most of them you can practice, okay? So whatever you see, right? So there are total 20 two topics are there. Around 22 you can practice more than 15 topics on online compiler. So shall we try that? Let's see. Online COBOL compiler. So you see that, yeah, they gave already the code. Now I will change something here. Display. Welcome to COBOL training by Venkat since 2010. This is our YouTube channel. So we need to run it. There is execute button. First time I'm doing, by the way, I did not use so far, but I know that we can do it. So yeah, you see that x.y.jet is the one. Welcome to COBOL training by Venkat since 2010. So this is the handy option for you to quickly to test or to do something. Okay. So this is the one. I will share both of them in the here. You guys, someone wants to try eventually later, you can try them. What I did it, I went to the Google, I asked online COBOL compiler. We got it that right. Okay, is it clear? How many of you aware that we can execute a COBOL program even in online or in Windows laptop without ZOS? How many of aware?
Yeah, we can use by CMD as well.
Okay, yes.
I use Open COBOL EID.
You used Open COBOL, okay.
Microfocus COBOL.
Yeah, that is different COBOL. Okay, Micro Focus COBOL. Few topics are common between Micro Focus COBOL and this COBOL, but there are few topics are differs.
I installed Visual Studio Code, Venkat. And,
Yes, code.
yeah.
Then you compile, you download and you add the plugin called COBOL
Yes,
plugin, COBOL compiler plugin.
yes, Venkat.
That is also very user friendly one, I can say. So you guys can try this Visual Studio. Okay. I have the Visual Studio. Let me check it. So you need to, I'm telling to for my, okay, VS Code download. What you have to do, just VS Code download. Go to this open website. You can download whichever is appropriate according to your laptop. So most of them might be using Windows and Mac. So you can click on user, okay, download it, or you click on it. This is it. Just you click on it, it will be downloading. I don't want to save it. Okay, you click on Mac, the download option, arrow down. So once you download and install by clicking next. If you have any queries, just you can refer any video on how to install Visual Studio. How to install Visual Studio if you have any queries. Okay, once you install, this is the website I created, my website code. Close. Close it, yeah. So what I do, there is a plugins, extensions, go to the extensions and type COBOL. So you can see that COBOL compiler. I did not try, by the way. So Mahindra, you want to say anything here? Which plugin you use? Someone tell.
Second.
Let's say if I have a doubt, okay. If I have a doubt, I can just click on it. I can say highlighting snippets, code, browsing for COBOL and more. Yeah, someone have what to say?
I think I use something called COBOL themes. I use that extension.
Yeah, Venkat, it's down. See, can you see in the last one, COBOL themes? No, teams, THEMES.
PH,
Acha, themes, okay.
yeah,
Yeah, you can
themes.
see the last, yeah.
Hmm.
I used long back actually. Yeah. After installation, even I forgot. There are YouTube video actually. I can provide links in WhatsApp.
Yeah. So
You can use that COBOL also. Yeah, the first one also you just install.
we'll install, nothing wrong in installing.
Yeah. Actually, I tried with all COBOL.
Acha, okay. But we should know what is the extension of the file, saving the file, by the way.
Yes.
.cbl, okay, they gave .cbl. Yeah, I guess it looks like installed. So I'll go quickly. New file, demo1.cbl. Dude. Okay, you can see that enterprise COBOL. I guess you can try this one. Yeah, very good, right? Identification, division. Automatically it is suggesting, that is the beauty of this. Okay. Program ID. Only this. So I'll tell you some little bit more interesting. I know I'm not teaching COBOL as of now, but these are all very useful, I feel, because somebody wants to practice when they don't know, when they don't have a mainframe. It'll be useful. Okay. Now let me show you something for you. Very, very interesting. So we should appreciate for that. Okay. I'm getting some small icon, this zoom one. The problem with the zoom toolbar is coming to me. Is very. Let me bring this also over there. Split is not required. I'm searching for Copilot. Okay. This is very, very, I mean, if you know, if you start using Copilot, yeah, okay. I have an icon for Copilot. I'll ask, okay. So write a COBOL program. Write a program. Write a COBOL program to read the data from Notepad. Bus, okay. It gives you the code. It gives you the code. Regenerating. So just very, very simple. I need to copy paste it. I know, in fact, I no need to do copy paste also. Or I can just simply use Control C, okay. Copy and paste it. Okay, this is how you can do it when you are dealing with the any IDE, Visual Studio, or or Eclipse. This is how you can do your work very quickly. Okay, so or we can say that write a program to display literal. Whatever the requirement, you bring any complex requirement, you can able to do it. You can able to do it. Oh, yes. So when it is generating the output, that time you should not copy. Once the report, once it generated the text, then you have to do it. Right click, then we need to look for run option. Run option. Terminal, we may have to use terminal somewhere. Okay, so I need to check it. As I told you, I did not use it because we deal everything on the server. Okay. Yeah. So let's go back to our actual content. This is not part of our content, by the way. So just I gave as additional information for you to practice COBOL without mainframe server. Any queries so far? Right. So yeah, this okay. For this point only, I explained all of them. It is not for only JetWays. You can write COBOL programs on Windows operating system, or you can do everything in online also. Use the help of COBOL compilers. COBOL is a high-level programming language. COBOL is a high-level, high-level programming language. So means the code, whatever we write, it is human understandable. Okay, it is a human understandable. So the code which we write, that code cannot understand by default by system, by operating system. So JetWise operating system cannot understand. JetWise operating system by default, it cannot understand COBOL. So we have to convert from COBOL statements into mission system understandable format. So that part we will discuss how to convert from COBOL to high level language to mission understandable code or format, that we will discuss eventually later. So COBOL is easy. COBOL is easy to learn easy to learn and easy to understand also. COBOL is easy to learn and to understand. So when you compare with other programming languages, okay, it is easy. If you take a Java, .NET, okay, compared to them, COBOL is easy to learn and easy to understand also. The reason for, why it is easy to understand, because whatever the code is there, it is a English-like code, okay? It is a English-like language. The keywords which we use in COBOL, the keywords which we use in COBOL are all are English keywords. That's why COBOL can be called as a English-like language. When it is English-like language, obviously anyone can understand COBOL, right? Anyone can understand COBOL. But one I can say, rather than saying everything is a positive, the length of the code is huge. Okay. You cannot write less number of the lines. To print some hello, welcome to COBOL program, I have to write minimum 4-5 lines. Okay. Minimum 4-5 lines I have to write. So when you want to write a complex functionality, when you want to implement a complex application or complex logic, you need to write so many lines of the code. Then only you can complete that requirement. You can able to implement it. So it is a lengthy part, no doubt in that. But if you know the topic, each topic very well, then it is not difficult at all. Okay. So very important in COBOL is that you need to understand each topic, the logic. So if you are good in the logic, then you can understand 10,000 lines of the code also, 20,000 lines of the program also you can understand. But you should be good in the concepts and logic. If I give some small logic requirement to you, you should be able to do it. If you are able to do both of them, and understanding existing programs is not at all difficult. Yeah, when you are doing first time, obviously it will be difficult for anyone, including me. But once 2-3 programs you understand and you got to know how to deal that, the rest of the programs will become easy for you to analyze and to understand, to come to the conclusion of the functionality of that particular program. Okay. Any queries? Right. So most of the clients use COBOL as a, in mainframe, there is a PL1 programming language is also there, and COBOL is also there. Most of the cases, most of the clients uses the COBOL as a programming language. Okay, that's why everywhere they might be asking COBOL, COBOL, COBOL. Okay, even there other programming languages are there. PL1 they might be using, depends on the nature of the project. Okay, if it is a banking, insurance and all, usually they use COBOL as a programming language. Is it clear? Any queries? Yeah. So this is all about what is COBOL. COBOL is an English-like language. It is easy to understand and easy to write or easy to implement. Okay. COBOL is a structured programming language. What is that? The another statement is COBOL is a structured programming language. COBOL is a structured programming language. So when you are writing the COBOL program, there are some rules. There is a structure. You have to follow that structure or rules. If you don't follow the structure or if you don't follow the rules, we will get an error. We will get an error. So we will get syntax errors. That's why we are calling COBOL as a structured programming language. Any queries so far? Any doubts, team? Anyone wants to add anything? You are good to add. Yeah. Yeah, assuming that there are no queries, right. Now, so let's try to understand how to write a COBOL program. Okay, where we can write a COBOL program. how we can write a COBOL program, where we can write a COBOL program, what are the points we should remember while you're writing the COBOL program. I'll explain all of them. So we can write a COBOL program in a member of the PDS. We can write program in any member of the PDS. It can be existing partition data set. You can create a new PDS. But the rule is record length should be 80. Record format is fixed block. Only you have to take care this. Okay. So in fact, you can write in a PS file also, but usually we don't do that. We write the programs in partition data set. In a PDS, we have to create a member to write or to insert data. Right? So this is a place where we write the COBOL program. You already aware how to create a member. Already you are aware how to create a partitioned data set. Right? Okay, now you know where you can write the program, but how to write the program. Okay. So let me explain you COBOL structure. Okay. So COBOL program structure. When we take any textbook, okay, any textbook, there is a what will be there? Heading, index will be there starting up the book, then chapter heading, under chapter there is a section, then there is a paragraph, right? Sentences, statement, and words. Okay. So this is the structure of textbook. Same also here also. So this is called COBOL program structure. Okay. First, we have to start with the division. Always the program should start with the division. In a division, there is a section. In section, we have something called paragraph. Within a paragraph, there are sentences are there. Within sentences, we have something called statement. Statement is usually formed with the help of COBOL verb. Okay, COBOL verb. So the statement is going to form with the help of COBOL verb keyword. Okay, if you are new to COBOL, then we call as a keyword, right? So collection of statements we called as a sentences. Collection of sentences will be part of paragraph. Collection of paragraphs is a part of section. Collection of divisions we call as a program. So this is the structure we have to follow while you're writing the program. If you don't follow the structure, then we will get error, either maximum condition code 8 or maximum condition code 12 or 16. Depends on the severity, depends on the error type, what type of the mistake you did it. Based on that, it returns. Now, you got the COBOL program structure. Good. There is something else you should know. COBOL coding sheet. COBOL coding sheet. So the PDS length is 1 to 80. I guess you are aware this. What is the length of this? 1 to 80. So how we can use 80 columns while you're writing the COBOL program? 1 to 6. The first 6 columns use it for the row number or and page number. So we don't do as a developer, by the way. We don't try to write anything in the first 6 columns. It will automatically generates. We don't need to worry about it. The first 6 columns. There is seventh column. There is a seventh column. In the seventh column, you can write a star to write the comment. Write the comment. There is a D for debugging. We use for debugging. Then slash and hyphen for continuation. Okay, slash split the print on the next page. Hyphen is for continuation. Hyphen is for continuation. Only these four characters are allowed on seventh column, either star, D, slash or hyphen. If you write apart from these four, there is a high chance, we will get, not high chance, we will get error. Okay, we'll get max C8 or 12 error. Then Hemant, go on mute. There is something called area A, 8 to 11. Okay, so 8 to 11 is called as a area A. In this area A, we should be writing division starting. We should start division from 8th column or 9th column, 10th column, 11th column. So anywhere between 8 to 11, you can start. Not only divisions, sections, and paragraph headers, and 01 level number. So these are all should be starting in area A. You can start from 8th or 9th or 10th or 11th. So there is something called area B, 12 to 72. You write in between 12 to 72, you write sentences, statement, and COBOL verbs, basically COBOL verbs. Okay, we write all of them. So 73 to 80, if you write anything, compiler will be ignored. You can write anything just for reference or indication purpose. It is going to ignore. The compiler is going to ignore if you write anything between 73 to 80. Hence, we need to take care from 7 to 72. That is very, very crucial. Is it clear? Any queries about coding sheet? This you should know, team. This is related to practical. It is not related to theory. While you're writing a first COBOL program or every COBOL program, we should recollect all of them.
Venkat, one question, please. In the column 73 to 80, if I put an instruction and the compiler ignore it, can you use these columns to use a comment, for example?
Yeah, you can use as a whatever you call that's what. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, you can use as a comment, you can use as an indicator, for anything you can use.
Okay, thanks.
Venkat, can you please repeat about that level numbers once? What is level numbers?
That I'll explain later, okay?
Okay.
You're talking about 01, right?
Yeah, yes.
No, I did not explain it. Just I said 01 level number. I gave as a heading.
Okay.
Later stage we will discuss. Okay, this is all about COBOL coding sheet. Now, let me start writing the code. I'll connect to the server, mainframe server. So log on, Venkat A. Type ISPF. So I'll quickly create a PDS to write the program. B19 dot COBOL dot srclib So I will give primary quantity 1, secondary quantity 1, directory block I will give 3, record format fixed block, record length 80.
Sorry, you need the L on COBOL.
Sorry, Dias.
You missed the L on COBOL. The name of the VSM.
Name of the?
Yeah, you said Venkata.B19 bCOBOL.source lead.
No, you can give any data set name, by the way. Okay. Ideally, I'm supposed to give COBOL L, but I gave COBO, that is by mistake. Okay. But it is valid in fact. Okay. This is perfectly fine. You can write it. Nothing wrong in that.
Okay.
Okay. I'll rename it once. I'll go there. I'll rename it now. So B19. COBOL star. No. L is not there, right? By the way. Just I will rename. I'll make it as a L. Insert L. Okay, so I'll create a member. The first member you're creating, I'll give a member name as a program one. So any member name you can give. The rules, I guess you are aware, the member name rules, right? 1 to 8 characters. It can
Yes,
start
sir.
character or national characters. Follow them. So when you're writing the COBOL program, straight away you can execute first time, highlight COBOL. When all COBOL verbs will be highlighted in red color, and use caps on. We write COBOL program in capital letter always. So that's why you caps on, and you type calls if you don't know where you are starting and all. So I will use highlight COBOL calls caps on. Next, I'll write I insert. I tell you that always you have to start the COBOL program with the division. So the first division in any COBOL program is identification division. So identification division. So why I kept spaces, before identification division, before 8th column? Because if you see the COBOL coding sheet, we are supposed to start divisions, division headings. Either you can start from 8th column or 9th column, 10th, 11th. It can extend. While you're writing, it can cross 11. But the starting position between 8 to 11. Here you can see I started on 8th. Okay. So identification division. So identification division is the first division in COBOL program, and it is a mandatory division in COBOL program. I'll talk about identification division in a couple of minutes once I start writing few more lines. Okay, identification division. At the end of this line, we should give a dot, that is a syntax. Okay, identification division. Next, in identification division, we have a paragraph, or I can give a comment like this. Star. How do you comment it? I have to give a star on 7th column. I given here. You see the star. It is my first COBOL program. Save it. It is my first COBOL program. So this is how you can write a COBOL comment. If you want to write the comments, we use comments for future reference purpose. So today you are in the company, you are in the project. After 1 year, after next day, whether you are in the company or not, we don't know. After, okay, tomorrow, whether you might be in different company. So I cannot contact you what you written the code and all, right? So you have to write a description about the logic. So what is the purpose of that line or paragraph? What is the objective of this program and what this code it does? So the relevant high level details of the logic we have to write in the form of comments. So in identification division, we have a paragraph, okay, that is program ID. It is mandatory paragraph ID, program ID. It is a predefined paragraph header. What is that? It is a paragraph header. So paragraph header also should be in area A, 8 to 11. Program ID. I will say that D1 like this. So this is the corresponding description of the paragraph. This is the paragraph header and description of the paragraph. So it is mandatory paragraph in identification division. Next, we have something called author. This is again another paragraph in identification division, which is optional paragraph. Venkat since 2010. Venkat since 2010. I will give my contact number also here.
Venkat, about program ID, is it optional? My network was a little weak at that time. Program ID.
ID is a mandatory. Identification division is the mandatory. Author is a paragraph which is a part of identification division. It is optional. Author is optional. Okay. Next, date written. When you're writing the program or written the program, so 25th February, you can give any format, by the way. You no need to follow the format which I gave. You can give any sort of data here. It is going to allow. Okay, this is the paragraph header and the corresponding data. Next, so date compiled. So again, it's optional. I'm planning to compile this program tomorrow. I'll give tomorrow's date. I will do it whenever you compile, planning to compile, you can give the tentative date. So author, date written, date compiled are the optional paragraphs in identification division. So we use identification division for documentation purpose. You see, who written the program, when they written, when they compile, we can get minimal details of the program. When this program has written, we can see those details at least from identification division. So identification division is the first division in any COBOL program. It is not only in Venkat's server or somewhere else. Everywhere, the identification division is the first division in any COBOL program. It is used for documentation purpose. It has paragraphs. It doesn't have statements. So, okay, there are interview questions. Is it a statement or paragraph? Since it is a one line, you might immediately say that it is a statement. Ideally, it is not a statement. Okay. It is a single line. I can understand. I can agree that. But it is a single line doesn't mean that it is a statement. It is a paragraph. Program ID is a paragraph. D1 is the corresponding data. Similarly, author is a paragraph. Date written is a paragraph. Date compiled is a paragraph. After paragraph header, we should give the dot, dot, dot. Give minimum one space and give the description. Is it clear? Any queries? Okay, this is all about identification division. So next, there is a data division. Environment division. It is optional division. Depends on the requirement. It might be mandatory. By default, if I write a simple program, this is not required at all. Optional. Data division, it is optional. and the last division is procedure division. So I have to fill the content of in each division. Just I have written only headings. So environment, data and procedure are the divisions. So in COBOL program, total there are 4 divisions. You write 10,000 lines of the code, you write 2,000 lines of the code. Divisions numbers remain the same. Identification division, environment division, data division, and procedure division. What is the usage of each division that we will see in tomorrow's session and further sessions? Okay, is it clear so far? So this is
Yes,
all
sir.
about identification division and other divisions in high level, okay, and the way of writing the code. So we'll stop here for today. If you have any queries, you can ask me related to today's content or anything. So let me stop the recording.